Welcome back to Levin's Cocktails. Tonight I want to make a really great classic cocktail, a riff on the Negroni if you will, the Boulevardier. The classic Boulevardier has sweet vermouth, Campari, and bourbon, but what I want to do tonight is change that up ever so slightly and use Pontemez, which is kind of like a cross between an aperitif and a vermouth. I'm going to use Select for my red bitter instead of Campari because Campari can be a little bit harsh, whereas Select I find a little bit of a smoother bitter taste and I really enjoy it, and I think it goes really well with the Pontemez and then the bourbon. And tonight's bourbon will be a Weller Special Reserve. I think this tastes really good. It's about 90 proof, so it's not too alcoholic, but it also doesn't get lost in the mix. It's a really easy cocktail to make and we're gonna build it right into the glass. Our first ingredient is 1 ounce of our vermouth, our Pontemez, straight into the glass. Next we'll add 1 ounce of our Select Red Aperitivo. You can use Campari, but I really think that Select is better. Our final ingredient is 1.5 ounces of our bourbon, the Weller Special Reserve. Then we'll just add in our ice and give it a stir. So as we stir this, we're going to chill the ingredients, but we won't get too much dilution because of the big rock of clear ice in there. It won't melt quite as quickly as normal ice would. So you're not going to get as much. You might have to stir for a little bit longer if you want it colder, but as long as the ice is in there, it's going to keep cooling the drink. So you don't have to stir it too much right now. And I'm going to stop. Then we'll just grab our orange, give it a nice little spritz on top. Give it a nice little wiping, stick it in for garnish. Let's try the Boulevardier. Yeah. One of my favorite things about this combination of spirits is that nothing really gets overwhelmed by the other things. The bourbon, it's at 1.5 ounces, so it's a little bit more pronounced, but the Select and the sweet vermouth are right there behind it. It's got a big flavor. It's kind of a smoother texture and a little bit of like a more of a velvety texture maybe than a straight up Campari with gin would have. Without those bright gin botanicals like juniper, you can really enjoy it more because bourbon just makes it a little bit more easygoing. It's like a relaxed Negroni and it's really tasty. The Select in this is really great because like I said before, it has more of a rich, sweet bitter than such more of like a harsh bitter like the Campari, which while I love Campari, I think in this drink, especially with the bourbon, it matches perfectly. I chose Weller Special Reserve because I think it's tasty, it's a pretty affordable bottle, and it keeps the proof right enough where it doesn't overpower the other flavors, but you still get a big bourbon taste. The Pontemez is a little bit stronger. It's definitely a full-bodied vermouth, so you're not missing it either, and it definitely helps to kind of smooth the whole cocktail and bring it all together. It's really good. I hope you try it. If you like it, leave me a message in the comments. Let me know what you think. Or if you do your Boulevardiers a different way, let me know because I'd love to try some other ways besides just the Campari sweet vermouth and a random bourbon. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and have a great day and cheers.